friendlies, how you guys doing? I wasn't going to do a video tonight. I'm pretty down, to be honest with you. I'm struggling with this on so many levels. I'm struggling with beating myself up over letting this happen to me. I talk so much about trusting your gut, and I didn't trust my gut, and I let myself get taken by an auto repair shop, and I'm beating myself up about that. And the fact that when I talked about it openly and honestly and tried to do public service, a public good, it backfired on me. I feel like I have a theme in my life, and I'm going to, I try really hard to not go down a rabbit hole of negativity, but even when I was getting ready to do that video, I just had a feeling that it was going to blow back on me in some kind of a bad way. I don't know, there's something to that, just trying to do the right thing, feeling self-righteous, feeling, like I'm gonna fight bad, I'm gonna fight evil, and I'm gonna prevail, and I'm gonna help people, and I feel like I always get something, blowback, something. Kind of just wanted to kind of disappear for a couple of days, to be honest with you, but I can't. I haven't. I kind of have. But I have some good news to share with you, and I also, just a couple of points I want to talk about. Yes, this did happen a couple of years ago. Something similar, actually 3 years ago in Florida. I had taken my RV Matilda in, and he charged me like $2,000 and didn't do anything. And I was very naive back then. I talked about the shop, named the shop, and yes, they got a few calls that were harassing. They did not get death threats. Some people called and he said they were yelling at him. I talked about that and I was disappointed at the time. I'm like, yeah, this is not me. This is not how I do things. And that was 3 years ago. And when I was trying to decide whether or not I wanted to do a similar video this time, I took all that into consideration. I was like, he might get some harassing phone calls, but okay. If that's the worst that happens to prevent him from ripping people off, okay. Okay. Did not expect death threats. Absolutely 1,000. When he told me that they were getting death threats, and I read an email from the shop owner or from the shop manager that talked about, I'm worried about our employees and their families, that hit me like a train. You've seen me go through that. And of course, there's a lot of questions about whether that was true or not. I want to thank Larry, who just sent me a really thought-provoking email. Many of you have said all along, no, he's lying, he didn't get death threats. And I said, no, absolutely, I believe he did, because I've been on YouTube long enough to know how this works. Everybody's like, I can't believe your friendlies would do that. I have thousands of people, 20,000 people, who have seen yesterday's video. Not everyone thinks about injustice the same, and we are in such, as my therapist would say, hyper masculine times. I know people thought that they were calling the shop and threatening their lives to help. They really thought they were helping me. I completely understand. So that's the difference between like a troll who just wants to hurt me and people are like, I can't believe friendlies would do that. Yeah, I do. I've seen it. Not only have I seen the passion of some of my biggest fans and then seen that passion turn into hatred and anger. I don't talk enough or often about how much, and let me back up. I'm not saying that the people who sent death threats are mentally ill. I think that it's a very masculine way of dealing with this. I think, it's kind of like, I'm going to grab my gun and I'm going to go, and while I appreciate the sentiment, that's not how I would have done it. It's not how I would have preferred it was done. I actually posted on Twitter last night that a win through bullying and threats and intimidation isn't a win. And another commenter I read this morning, a beautiful, perfect comment. I know your intentions were good, but it kind of took the fight away from me and made it about them, made it about the threats and you and them. You totally took my power away. And I think maybe that is what I'm heavy with right now. That's not how I wanted to do this. Did I want to make a stink? Did I want them, when they Googled their business, to see my video as the first video so that anybody who Googled their business saw my reaction? That's what I wanted. I wanted maybe even for them to hear from my audience and say, yeah, you can't do this. I wanted them to know that they can't get away with this. I wanted future customers of theirs or potential customers to know. And these death threats took all of that away. Took all of it away. As a couple of you have said, took my power. It completely took all my power away. You, as well intentioned as you may have been, you took my power away. You kind of hijacked it. And while I may have gotten some money back, it's not... Remember I told you a couple weeks ago, I told you my story and about a friend who wanted to help me get my channel off the ground. And I was like, no, I have to do it my way. I wanted to do it my way. And instead it got done your way. I had to take down that video. So now, my review gets lost in all the other reviews. It's not the same impact. I completely had to change course on how I was handling this because of the death threats. And I'm struggling with a lot of feelings right now. I'm struggling with a lot of not being seen, not being heard, my power taken away, being silenced. A lot of really old wounds, I think, are coming up for me around this. And I'm kind of in a weird, I'm also writing. You guys have been wanting a book. I'm writing my story. I've been writing for a couple weeks now every day, so just a lot of stuff is up anyway. So a lot of you are questioning, and Larry said, Larry made the best argument for they could be lying about the death threats, that they could have looked back on my videos, they could have seen that I have a history with death threats, they could have seen how I've reacted to it, and all of that is very true. I hadn't thought about that. I did ask last night that they send me the emails of the death threats, and he forwarded 2 emails from 2 different guys with threats in them, very obvious, very, very blatant death threats. He also sent me a copy of the police report, because when he told me about them, he said, I'm thinking about going to the police. And I said, you should absolutely go to the police and go to the FBI. Death threats are never okay. And he sent me a copy of the police report. I tried to verify the police report today, but I was able to verify it looks real to me. There were a couple things that I could look at. It does look real to me. So if it's not real, good on him. He got me again. Good on him. What a sucker I am, right? I'm just a big, stupid sucker. But I've learned. I learned from all my mistakes. And I will learn from this one. So, I did get some money back. Yeah. I've got so many questions right now. I probably didn't get enough money back, now that I'm thinking about it. I don't think I got enough money back. And again, talking about taking away my power, these death threats caused me to feel guilty and to feel bad for putting somebody through that, and caused me to waver. It caused me to waver on my conviction about how I was going to handle this, how much money I was going to get back, because I was feeling so bad and so responsible for these death threats. And let me be clear, I got the same crap when I did it 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I had no idea. There's reviews online all the time. I had no idea 3 years ago that people would be calling the guy. And people accused me back then. Oh, how did you not know? You wanted people to call. You don't post a video like that without wanting people to call. That's bullshit. Nuh-uh. No, that's not how I think. Anybody who knows me, who doesn't have their own baggage getting in the way about who I am and what I do, anybody who knows me knows that was not my intention. This time, yeah, you know, death threats? Absolutely not. But this guy was blatantly ripped me off. Blatantly ripped me off. And if by posting a video to warn other people, if a byproduct of that was going to be a few phone calls saying, hey, yeah, you need to refund her money. You need to, you know, then that was a price I was willing to pay. But death threats, absolutely not. Bodily injury, absolutely not. Every time I go up against a line or whatever, some people just push it way over. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, I know what to expect because this is what happened last time. Nope, completely blew that up. So again, and a couple of you articulated this so well, those death threats took away my power. They took away everything I had to bargain with and put me at a disadvantage because I care and because I feel and because I didn't want them I didn't want them to continue to not feel safe. Like I have not felt safe. So I ended up settling for less than I wanted. I know. I'm an idiot. I'm gullible. So a lot of you are curious about if I got my money back. I got back what I asked for the second time, not the first time. And that's where we're at. I'm doing a lot of soul searching right now. Sharing my life is hard. Oh, let me also say, the email, I'm very emotional, I don't know why. The emails and the comments that I'm getting from most of you have been brilliant, beautiful, understanding, sympathetic, supportive. I'm kind of blown away actually at the support that I have gotten, and reading through the comments, seeing that most of you, moderators, thank you. I just went through the moderated comments and there were like a dozen that were just stupid. They were stupid. Just stupid. Just stupid. So, but that's a dozen out of, I think, almost 1,000 comments. So most of you have been extremely supporting. And those of you who blame me, there's always something to blame me for. Always, no matter what. The other good news I just got, and the reason I decided to turn on the video, I've had it's just been, has anybody else, I asked a friend this yesterday, is anybody else having the craziest 2 weeks of their life? The last 2 weeks have just been insane. Absolutely insane. I told you, yeah, my doctor's appointments and Sadie, and who's doing really well, by the way. Anyway, I just got my valley fever test back. I'm negative. So, I think that's a win. Sadie did the Western medicine fluconazole for her valley fever, which is extremely, extremely high. You want to say hi? Say hi to everybody. What would I do without my girl? Which, yeah, I know. Which is extremely, extremely hard on the liver. And I did it for her because she's young and healthy. I went the homeopathic natural route. And I also am valley fever free. So I didn't have to take harsh drugs to get rid of my valley fever. I did it by taking all my little tinctures. So I've been on antifungal homeopath, or oregano oil, chaparral, desert willow, all kinds. I know. I always thought dog kisses were gross until I got Sadie. Now I let her kiss me, except this morning she kissed my tooth. Yeah, no open mouth kisses. So I know. Yeah, so with all my and I've been doing lung support foods and stuff like that, and so yeah, I'm feeling amazing. I'm feeling better than I have since I don't know when. Still having a little issues, maybe a little tiny bit with energy, but that just could be because I'm out of shape. I'm trying to get back in shape. Sadie girl. So yeah, I am valley fever free. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. I'm excited that my natural route worked. And so I got the rest of my blood work done today and a chest x-ray just to make sure my lungs look okay after everything. And we'll see. Hopefully my white blood cell count is up too, because I've been working on that with my homeopath. So that's it. I've got other videos for you that aren't all this doom and gloom and sad and weird stuff that I want to get back to. I did a video about 3 years, maybe I'll put that up Sunday night. 3 years of RV repairs and everything that I have done to maintain my RV. And I also have a video for you about my the inverter that I installed. I think that's it. I wanted to answer some of the questions I'm seeing the most. I wanted to address, you know, we're in a tough time in this country, maybe in society. You know, and I can understand a guy thinking it's really chivalrous to say, yeah, I'm going to kick your ass. If you don't give her money back, I'm going to kick your ass. And, you know, when I was 20, I probably would have been honored. Actually, if I wasn't a YouTube creator, and my friend was like, yeah, I'm going to go kick his ass, I probably would have been honored, you know. I don't know, though, if I was sitting there and he got on the phone, he's like, dude, I'm going to kick your ass. I don't know about that. But I totally understand the chivalry behind it. I understand the intent behind it. And I hope that I can help you see the result of it. That you know, while you wanted to help me, how you kind of handicapped me. You kind of cut me off at the knees. And I hope that you're able to hear that. I hope you're able to see that and understand where I'm coming from on this. I know people care about me. I know. I wouldn't know you if I passed you on the street. And I get that a lot. And I know that you care about me. And I appreciate that very, very much. But I'm just feeling a little bit beat down by all of this right now. So, got a lot to think about as far as my future, sharing my life. I don't know. A lot going on. But I be looking good today, huh? Yeah, I went into town. I actually took a shower, did my hair. All right. Anyway, I'm feeling good. Yeah, I'm getting some sun. Sadie's doing good. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate everyone and all of your support and your encouragement and your kindness and just the fact that you care. Those of you who are here because not only do you learn and you're entertained and inspired, but those of you who really truly care. And so thank you so much. All right, I'll see you next time. In the meantime, be happy, be free. What do you think? And be kind. Say bye. What do you think? Say bye. See ya. Bye.